Listen, whatever your big thing is, if it's to grow your side hustle, then you got to go part-time on your job. You got to start hanging out with friends less. Weekends need to start feeling like weekdays and you start working more. But at some point, you have to find what is a priority and make everything else noise. So Dustin Bot wants to know, how do you go to work and then have a side hustle and then maintain relationships and still try and get your food and your workouts in and all that stuff? The reality of the matter is that at some point something has to give. And I don't think it needs to be your workouts and nutrition. I think it needs to be relationships, to be honest with you. Listen, whatever your big thing is, if it's to grow your side hustle, then you got to go part-time on your job. You got to start hanging out with friends less. Weekends need to start feeling like weekdays and you start working more. But at some point, you have to find what is a priority and make everything else noise. And if it's noise, it has to get put away and put 5 to 10 years on that priority, and it's no longer gonna be a side hustle. Otherwise, you're kind of gonna be stuck doing this whole, I got a full-time job, I got a side hustle, I've got to maintain my relationships, I've got to look after myself and my health and my nutrition and my workouts, and you're really doing a lot of things all at the same time, which means you're not really moving anything across the finish line. Now, obviously, if you're married, you're not just gonna put your relationship to one side, but what I can tell you is I was just out here surfing with a good friend, and there was a time when I was growing Fit Body Bootcamp that I had to be so highly focused and immersed into the Fit Body Bootcamp business and brand that I didn't see my friend for almost 10 years. It was close to 9 or 10 years that I didn't see him. We stayed in touch via text message and Facebook message, etc. But we didn't hang out because there was no hangout time for me. Every weekend was a weekday for me, and every time I could hang out with a friend or go on a trip or vacation was time that I would be taken away from growing my empire. So you're married, you're gonna have to pay attention to your spouse if you wanna keep that marriage together. But all the other relationships outside of your marriage, you're gonna have to put them on the side until you get your business to where you want it to be. And here's the truth of the matter. All your friends are willing to wait. Your true friends are willing to wait because they know you're on a bigger mission. And here's the funny thing. When me and my friend reconnected, we picked off right where we left off, which was, just hanging out and shooting the shit, and it was like nothing ever changed. So really focus on your marriage, focus on your business, and put everything else to one side.